Hey, what's up, guys? I got a new Red Eyes Dragon Link deck profile for you. Uh, so I recently watched a video by Pack, official TCG Pack, something like that. It's his YouTube channel, something along those lines. And he uploaded a really, really good Dragon Link video with very in-depth commentary on the combos, the pieces, and it inspired me, like down to the deepest parts of my heart, to make a new Red Eyes guardragon, Dragon Link combo, like I said. So to get it started, we have our main man in every Red Eyes deck known to man, except for that one. Our three black metal dragons. He's always like the first thing you want to see is the combo starter, like I said. He's the best normal summon of like all time in these like dragon decks that have darkness metal. And he really gets the deck going. Those. And then we have our one Red Eyes Darkness Metal. As he's currently, he is still a soft once per turn, so you can still loop him a bit. But I've practiced this deck more so as a hard once per turn, and it still works out well. The combos are just a little slightly different, but if you do it, if you can still use it, soft once per turn, it's even like crazier. Next we have one Wyvern. He works out as level 4 for Starleech Safert, and he's just here because soon we'll get Dragoon. We'll be able to use him, and he has some pretty good synergy with Dragoon. In case they out him, you can recur him back. He's also a wind, so if you draw him and Tempest, you can discard the two of them, search for black metal, which is cool. It's a little neat thing. We play 2 normal Red Eyes, 1 black flare, and terrible positioning, and whoa, and then 1 alternative. These are mainly like kind of like discard fodder for like like 1-for-1 dragons if you get them, and insight, and also to summon alternative for rank 7 plays for filler metals and stuff. Usual suspect of their jobs. And we have 1 Tempest, who's also, another 7. He's basically a free 7 in the graveyard. Like I said, for flare metal. And Noctovision Dragon, new from Etco, stamp certified. He can be used for Link, you can get that extra draw, or he can be used for protecting back row, as well as XYZ summoning into our flame metal. So he's very versatile, does so much. And then we have I guess our segue from 7s into the Rockets. We have our Absorautor Dragon, basically search Rocket Tracer, the card, and 3 Rocket Tracer, which is like Black Metal Dragon version 2. He's like extremely good combo starter once again. I was always scared to get into the Rockets, but that video that Pack uploaded was just so informative. I feel like I've played Rockets for the last 15 years of my life. And then for our other Rockets, we run 1 Auto Rocket, 1 Magna Rocket, and 1 Silver Rocket. I prefer these because I believe it's Auto Rocket. He pops a spell at trap. We have like no removal, so that that can come in handy. Magna Rocket, he sends a monster to grave, which I feel like sending is like so much better than destroying in most cases. And then Silver Rocket, you hit an extra deck card. You hit that Needle Fiber, that Link Cross, and then they're done. And then we have our Rose Dragons. It's like Valentine's Day. We have 1 Red Rose Dragon. That's our Needle Fiber target. And then 2 White Rose Dragons, which are what you float into. And sometimes, you start with 1, and then it has some decent synergy with if you start with this guy, or if you start with Tracer, and you can, like, get right into the combos all over again. It's like another way to go into things. I play 1 Safert. Don't get me wrong, I think this card's really good, but I just feel like he's a waste of a normal summon sometimes. That's just my opinion. But I know he is really good, and, he's really useful for searching out our next 2 homeboys. The Dark and the Light Dragon. These are just like the best extenders of all times in this deck. They just do so much. There's like free bodies. They're level 4s and everything for Boral Synchro. And 1 Dragon Buster. The Dragon deck, gotta play it. Have to. Moving on to our spells. We have 1 Red Eye spell. Insight. Just to get a Red Eyes Engrave. A normal Red Eyes Engrave. And then search for Fang with Chain at the same time. It's like 2 for 1. I don't know what else to say. It's just 2 for 1. We have 3 field spells. Dragon's Ravine, which we search off of Romulus. Boot Sector Launch, we search off of Striker Dragon. And Black Garden, which we search off of the Plant Girl. Dragon's Ravine is to send Absolouter and then search for Tracer. Boot Sector is to summon Tracer. And Black Garden is to also summon Tracer. Actually, Black Garden has a little bit of a niche effect. You know, you summon the 2 tokens, and then, well, you summon monsters, you get 2 tokens to your opponent's side of the field, and then you recur the Tracer. But if your plays are a little bit different, if your hand's a little weird, you can actually summon a 3rd monster, and if they have 3 tokens on their field, and you destroy them all, that's 2400. You can summon one of the Red Eyes monsters or Tempest, which is a cool thing if you want to go for a rank 7. For our protection, we have 3 Call by the Graves for our combo deck. You know, 1 or 2 hand traps could really break the bank, and can't always stop Nibiru, but we can stop other things. 3 Quick Launch, just to get some rockets on the field if we need Link Fodder or something to get our combo started, or to get Tracer on the field right away. And then 2 Strong 1-Ubs, 1 for 1, and Monster Reborn, just to really extend or even start combos. Very versatile and powerful cards. And then moving on to our last 2 traps. 2 Fang with Chains. A really good piece of disruption. Works really well with the Red Eyes stuff. You know, being able to equip, and even though their attack gets lowered, if you keep Union Carrier or something, then you can keep their attack high enough to where they can't be attacked over. And all around, it's just, you know, nothing goes to grave, and it's just hard to recur when something important gets stolen, like an Orcus monster or something. Moving on to the extra deck. For our Link 1s, we have Striker Dragon, which we can summon off of most of everything in the deck, and he searches the Boot Sector Launch, which can help you really get 1 or 2 rockets on the field and can really extend your plays. LP Pisty. Standard guardragon stuff, I shouldn't have to explain that. And if I do, why are you watching this video? Oh, shit. Hey, what's your language? Link Ross. For our homeboy, it's like Bread and Butter, it's like Wyver Buster and Collar Serpent, it's like LP Pisty, it's like, yeah, it's just, you know how it goes. Shaq and Kobe, yeah. Union Carrier, you know, it's like another, I can't think of another 2-man analogy, but, you know, this with the Dragon Buster is just way too crazy. We have our IP Masquerena and our Nightmare Unicorn to go with it, because that's really the main target. You know, you're not going to summon Saryuja during your opponent's turn, unless you're a madman. But, you know, Unicorn's a great disruption. You shuffle something during their turn. And I guess Unicorn can't be destroyed by card effects, so that's cool. We have 1 Delingerous Dragon. He's like a free summon. I mean, he gets rid of the 2 guardragons, and he's a free summon from the grave when you summon a rocket. So he's really cool. He's like a free Link 2, like the second time around. Romulus. Now Romulus, usually people just go into Romulus to search the Ravine or just the equip spell or whatever. But he actually has another effect, which lets you summon a dragon from the hand, but then its effects are negated, and it can't be used as Link material. But if you're summoning a Red Eyes, it's not going to be used as Link material. You're just going to use it for XYZs. So he can be a free summon of a Red Eyes, and that can come in really handy. That's completely free too. 1 Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, and 1 Saryuja. Depending on which route you want to go, depending on your hand, if you want to fix it or if it's good enough. You know, you go into one of these two. And if you go into Saryuja, you can always go into an Appaloosa later. And Saryuja, you know, just beefs up everything a little bit more, just to make it a little bit more intense, you could say. And Appaloosa is to just really shut down your opponent and kill their hopes and dreams. One flare metal. We've been experimenting with 2. I think I personally like 2, but for the sake of this deck profile, we play 1. But definitely, if you prefer the Red Eyes play style, you know, you can play 2. And then we have our previously stated Garden Rose Maiden to search the Black Rose Garden, and then, you know, you can summon out another dragon from the grave, which is really cool. Well, one of the Rose Dragons specifically. And then the GOAT, Borreload Savage Dragon. You know, you equip him with the Needle Fiber, and you equip him with the Buster Dragon, and he's like 8 million attack, and then he can negate, and he's just way too good, but he's never broken. And that basically sums about everything up. You know, again, shout out to Pac Potensu for the very in-depth dragon video, and I hope you all enjoy, and hope you all check him out, because he's a great duelist, and he's very inspiring. And I hope he signs my multi-faker soon.
Alright guys, this is the 1-card combo for Red Eyes Black Dragon. We've got, all we need is a Black Metal Dragon and a random discard. This can be obviously anything you want. It could be a Called by the Grave. It's irrelevant what it is. But let's get started. We normal summon Black Metal Dragon. We're going to link the Black Metal Dragon away in order to summon... I'm not going to be ready for this Striker Dragon. We're going to activate both the effects of Black Metal and Striker Dragon in any order. We are going to search Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, and we're going to search for Boot Sector Launch right there. So now we are going to banish the Striker Dragon in order to special summon the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. To activate Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon's effect in order to special summon Black Metal Dragon. Now we're going to link both of these away, and we are going to we're going to summon Dragoonity Knight Romulus. I'm going to lower it just a little bit. And off of the Black Metal Dragon, it's not once per turn, we're going to search another card. So we're going to search 2 cards. We're going to summon the Romulus, which is going to search us the Dragon's Ravine, and we're going to use Black Metal Dragon in order to search Red Eyes Wyvern. Although, this could probably be Retro Dragon, because I'm pretty sure he's level 4 too. So you search the Wyvern. You search Wyvern, Romulus, so far it's pretty good. We're going to activate Dragon's Ravine. We're going to activate Dragon's Ravine. We're going to discard our random card. That's the only real discard you need. Obviously it can be anything else. It can even help you to have something else. We're going to send Absterrouter Dragon so that we can search out our copy of Rokket Tracer to our hand. We are then going to get rid of the Dragon's Ravine by activating Boot Sector Launch. We're going to special summon Rokket Tracer. We are now going to link this Romulus away in order to special summon Link Cross. Now we're going to activate the effect of Link Cross. Since that was a Link 2 that we linked away, we can summon 2 tokens. We can now link away the Link Cross and the Rokket Tracer in order to special summon our copy of Crystron Needle Fiber. Activate Crystron Needle Fiber in order to search our Red Rose Dragon. We now have a level 3 tuner and 2 level 1s. Link those 2 away or synchro those 2 away in order to special summon Garden Rose Maiden. We're going to activate the effect of Garden Rose Maiden and the effect of Red Dragon Rose in order to do 2 things. Search Black Garden, which is going to get us obviously the Black Garden, and then we're going to use Red Dragon Rose in order to special summon the White Dragon Rose from our deck. We are from this point on going to link for a Link 4 in order to, actually not, before we do that, leave the Crystron Needle Fiber in these 2. Before we do that, we're going to activate the Black Garden. I almost forgot. Activate the Black Garden. Black Garden will basically give our opponent a token every single time that we summon a monster, so it's kind of key that we activate it here. Now we are going to link these 3 away in order to summon a Link 4, which is going to be the Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess. Appaloosa is going to have 3 negates, but since we summon an Appaloosa, we are going to give our opponent 1 token with 800 attack. And from here on, we can banish the Garden Rose Maiden in order to special summon the White Rose Dragon from our graveyard. So now our opponent will have 2 monsters, which are 800 each. From here on, we can activate Black Garden. We can use Black Garden's effect. We can pop it in order to destroy both of these tokens and summon a monster with attack equal to that. The tokens are 800 each, so we can summon a monster from our graveyard with 16. We're going to summon Tracer. From here on in, we can go into guardragon plays, which we're going to use the White Rose Dragon in order to summon the LP. We're going to use LP in order to special summon the Starliege Seifert. We're going to activate the effect of Starliege Seifert in order to send Red Eyes Wyvern to the graveyard. And we are going to search the White Collapsed Serpent or the White Dragon Wyvern Bust. Next, we're going to link away the Starliege Seifert in order to summon Pisty right there. We can activate Pisty's effect now in order to special summon from the graveyard any monster we want, any dragon, which will be the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Now in the TCG, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon still has the effect to... He's basically not a hard once per turn, so we can activate his effect again, which we will, in order to special summon Black Metal Dragon from the graveyard. We're going to link these 2 away now in order to special summon Delurnius Dragon. And we are going to link away the Black Metal Dragon and the Delurnius Dragon in order to summon Union Carrier right there. We can activate Black Metal Dragon again, since it's now once per turn, for another search, which we will search the Red Eyes Insight, and then we're going to activate the Red Eyes Insight to send for cost a Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon to grave and search a Red Eyes Fang with Chain. Now we are going to summon that White Wyvern Bust by banishing a dark, so we're going to dark banish LP. It doesn't matter what dark, we have plenty of darks in grave. Summon the White Wyvern Bust. Now this is still in hand. At this point we can activate the effect of Rokket Tracer to pop Union Carrier to summon a monster from... Actually, not yet, hold on. Now we're going to activate Union Carrier in order to attach the the Dragon Buster Destruction Sword first. Got to make sure to do that. Attach that to Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, so we'll just leave that underneath to make it a little more clear. Now we activate Rokket Tracer to pop the Union Carrier, and we're going to be able to special summon Silver Rocket. When Silver Rocket is special summoned, we can activate the effect of Delirious Dragon in grave. That'll let us special summon him for free, back from the graveyard. From here we can do a multitude of different things, but what we will do is synchro these 2 away into our copy of Borlow's Savage Dragon, and Savage Dragon and Wyvern Bust will activate. Wyvern Bust will get us Black Collapsed Serpent to hand, right there. And in addition to that, the Borlow's Savage Dragon will allow us to attach Crystron Needle Fiber to it, so it'll have basically 2 negates over the course of 2 turns. So now from here on in, we can banish a card from the graveyard. A dark monster, or a light monster, which is going to be the Wyvern Buster, to summon Collapsed Serpent. Now we can link these 2 away in order to summon IP Masquerena. And from here on in, I think this is a pretty good board to end on. This is again off of just 1 card, as we do the pat on our own back. But basically we're going to have Borlowed Savage Dragon and Crystron Needle Fiber obviously negates. We're going to have Red Eyes Fang with Chain with the Red Eyes Metal Dragon. IP is going to allow us to go into a Unicorn play during our opponent. We have 3 negates with Apolluso. They can't special summon from the extra deck. We have a lot of things going for us here. If we want to, like I said, we can steal their monster. I don't know how you can really complain about this. This is a lot of stuff off of just 1 card and a discard. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and have a terrific day.